You may remember a viral video from last month in which a man dressed in a Spider-Man suit climbed up the side of the Chelsea Towers in central El Paso on Halloween. That's what you're seeing right here. Home or Housing Opportunity Management Enterprises runs Chelsea Towers, and the climber Yancy Quinones and Home came to an agreement to turn this into a positive experience instead of pressing criminal charges. ABC 7's Carrie Mannix has the story.
Yancy Quinones illegally scaled a 10-story building on Halloween in downtown El Paso. He could have been prosecuted, but instead, the company that owns Chelsea Tower came to a community service agreement with Quinones.
If you're like me and don't have great upper body strength, I wouldn't try this at home or at the Chelsea Tower. And that's why Yancy is teaching kids how to safely climb.
I'm doing this and teach them that what I did is super dangerous. And overall, it's a really good exercise. You're actually getting a full body workout.
I asked the CEO of Home, the company that owns Chelsea Tower, how the kids were enjoying climbing.
Oh, they're loving it. I mean, initially they're afraid, right? I mean, it's intimidating to look at a wall like this and think about climbing 4 stories. But after they're trained, after they know that they're safe, you know, kids, it's like, babies in water, right? They take to it immediately.
Not only did the kids love the climbing, they also thought it was pretty cool to meet their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yancy's already kind of famous. He's the Spider-Man guy, and they're like, oh, wow. And so they kind of want to do this, and they want to get to know how to do what he did. And Yancy today, I mean, he's just jumping out of his boots. He's actually he grew up in housing projects as well with his mother, so he's so happy to be able to teach these kids how to do it for themselves as well.
And Yancy actually celebrated his birthday on Wednesday, so he says this is a great birthday and Christmas present for him. Carrie Mannix, ABC 7.
Quinones could have faced a Class B misdemeanor and a $500 fine, but he says he's promised never to do it again. To Storm Track weather, let's get your weather forecast from ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dave Spielman. Doppler, sometimes forecasting the weather may feel like rock climbing or scaling the side of a building because it can be a little hairy.
It can be at times, and this is one forecast we're looking to as we make our way late week and early next week, where we're going to be looking at some rain and some stronger winds. But, in the meantime, the winds are going to kick up tomorrow. I know a lot of you folks may be heading to the Sun Bowl game. We are going to be talking about the winds that'll be kicking up. Rain chances, I think, will arrive in here early. Then I think once kickoff begins, we'll start to see more sunshine. That is the good news. We'll talk more about it coming up. Here's a look at our latest temperatures. We're hanging out in the 50s right now, and we're going to be looking at some rain chances maybe pulling in here late tonight into the overnight hours. We're going to run our latest Future Track computer model. I'll show you that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Doppler. We continue with our coverage of the massive flight cancellations of Southwest Airlines flights. Since last Wednesday, flights have continued to be canceled around the country. Here is a look at the number of cancellations, with Friday the day with more than